With Joe Ricchio, food writer and host of Food Coma, about all kinds of food subjects. But one thing we've never gotten to is hot sauce. And part of the reason is because there weren't all that many over the years that were actually made in Maine. Well, that has changed. There are now a whole lot of Maine hot sauces, and Joe is with us here on 207 to talk about them. This is a relatively new thing because, for one thing, Maine cuisine has never been known for its fieriness.
No, definitely not. Even though things like, clam chowder, totally, I like to put hot sauce in, really heavy, creamy. Yeah, like creamy, spicy is a great combo.
Yeah.
I figured why wouldn't we do our own kind of version of hot ones here? Sans the actual hot sauce, but we could talk about it and people could recreate it at home.
I like the idea. All right, well, you've got several ideas for hot sauces that you wanted to shine a little light on. Let's begin with Beast Feast Maine, Chad's Obsession.
Yes, so I like this one. I try to go kind of different stylistically on all of these. So this one is actually a chipotle habanero sauce. So it has all that kind of richness, like smoky flavor to it, which is really nice. But then it's got a little bit of kick from all the other peppers in it. Really nice blend. I like this one a lot.
Up next, Captain Moat's Canso sauce. I've certainly heard of this before. This one's been around a while.
Yes, this is one of the classics. It was kind of the gateway hot sauce for me back in like the late 90s. I didn't know I liked hot sauce, and I had this at like Bayou Kitchen, and I was kind of hooked and worked on from there. But it's a sweet chili sauce, essentially. Similar to what you get in a lot of the Asian markets, but it's got a really nice bold flavor to it. Not super hot, but sweet, a little spicy.
Here's a direct, straightforward name for a hot sauce: Dutch's Hot.
Yeah, hot. That's pretty much it. So if you know Dutch's, that's in Portland, great little restaurant. This sauce is a pretty straightforward red hot sauce, but they put a little bit of pineapple in it. So it's got a slightly fruity quality. I'd give the heat probably like a 6 on it. But good to replace, if you're using like a Tabasco or like it'd step in for like a Mexican hot sauce.
Scale of 0 to 10, 10 being, mushroom cloud, call every fire department within the state. Yep. What heat range do you personally like?
I like a 7. There was a phase I had where I liked 10s, and your mouth gets used to it, but certain parts of your body do not. And so I had to kind of lay off those. That was a phase when I realized you could kind of get high off of food, and then I passed on, and now I like a 6 or a 7.
Delicately put. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Next on the list, Farthest Field Farm Summer Hot Sauce.
Yes, so this was the salsa verde in the group. They use the smoked jalapenos. This is super versatile. I mean, any green hot sauce. I like to put it on everything from rice, eggs. It's a great taco sauce. Salsa verde, very versatile. Really good in rice with a little bit of pork fat in there too.
That sounds good. Lost Woods hot sauce. Tell us about this one.
So this is the other classic on the list, along with Captain Moat. Lost Woods has been around for a while. This is actually the first hot sauce, speaking of earlier, that I put in chowder, and I was like, this is a delicious combination. Pretty straightforward on the heat. I give it like a 5, but it has a really nice tanginess to it, a very unique flavor. It's really good.
Little Brother Chili Crisp.
Yes, everybody. I mean, chili crisps are kind of all the rage now. Everybody's obsessed, and you go to the store. There's standard. I mean, they have them like truffles in them. I mean, they're all over the board. And I didn't realize that we had a locally made one, which is great. So this, you get a lot of the traditional shallot and garlic, but also the red onion flavor comes through in this. And chili crisp. I mean, it's nice because the texture is very pleasant. And the heat, I'd probably say a 6 or a 7. They tend to be hotter because there's usually dried chilies in them, and the oil kind of concentrates the whole thing.
And we'll end with a late addition that you did not want to leave out, Maine Gravy Mid-Coast Mayhem.
Yes, I discovered this the other day, actually, doing this research. This is really cool. This actually has like Szechuan peppercorn, miso, ginger. So it's a really great, interesting Chinese style, although I've never actually seen a hot sauce from China with all these flavors in it. Of course, there's miso in it as well. But yeah, great on Asian food. But again, I think eggs are like the perfect vehicle for all hot sauces.
And again, that's kind of a good gateway food, a good way to get started with hot sauces.
Yes, absolutely, because it's got its own flavor. As long as you drown the eggs in butter, everything in butter, everything in,
7 different hot sauces, every one of them made in Maine.
Yep, absolutely. And that's not all of them, so.
Yeah, go out and have fun exploring.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, a pleasure. Thank you as always.
Absolutely.
That full list on our website or app in the 207 section. Stick around, we're going to be back right after this.